Okay. Now does this work? Somebody please tell me this is working because I don't know what happened. uh, Technical difficulties. You know I hate them. Tired. Okay, everything seems to be good on my end, but when somebody gets in, they just let me know about that. What was I doing? What is here? Yeah. The door.
Fascinating, if they weren't looking for me.
Would you like to give it another go?
Yeah.
Test your skill with bow and arrow by shooting parts off the backs of grazers as quickly as possible. Hope you enjoy it. I'll start timing when...
Might regret this. Not this time.
Oh, come on, stop doing that vibrate. Hello, Retro Raven game. How's my sound? I don't know what happened. And I think the game just froze. Fuck. Say something, plenty of something. God damn it, game. This keeps up, I may be able to not do this tonight, which is annoying because I want to, and I'm doing all the things. Yeah, I don't know what I did to fix it. It's just apparently Mike has decided to be in the audio mixer again, but he's not in the source. Yes, I called my source a he. Don't judge me. I call my computer a she, but that's because she's been more reliable to me than any man in my life ever has been. It's been more reliable than any one man or woman, really. And Nagina stream, the chat's aglow, Ko-fi Link's shining, they love to show. Lulu's on a belly, cozy and sweet, OBS crashed, but Nagina won't retreat. Join the fun, stay tuned, don't go, more adventures ahead, it's quite the show! Oof. I don't like it when the game just goes, no, we ain't doing this. And you know, I could probably use the tear blaster. I don't want to kill these things until I got all the canisters.
To take the trial, slide down one of these ropes, and the timing begins. Oh, you want to stop? Test your skill with bow and arrow. Perfect.
And if this keeps fucking me over, I'm gonna go to one of the other country grounds. There's one of the grazers.
They come.
Oh, I actually completed that. But that's an interesting thing we've discovered with the base should. It doesn't show the actual picture of
Stop tensing up.
Okay, that worked because those things apparently have AoE effect. I'm not complaining about that.
You won a blazing sun. Congratulations. This trial tests your ability to use the environment to your advantage. Shoot log piles to make them fall, crushing machines below. Remember, you can use explosions from your blast sling to scare machines into fleeing where you want them to go.
I should go.
Come back when you're ready. Ready to try another?
Yeah.
This trial tests your ability to use... Remember... That's a good one.
Now they're hunting me.
Doesn't matter because I obviously sent them going the wrong way. Are you freezing again? Come the fuck on. I'm sorry, viewers. I don't know why the game itself is being an asshole tonight. Oh, by the sun, I'm never really done. Oh, the next one's there.
To take the trial, Oh, you want to... This trial... Remember, you...
I have to go.
I'll be here if you decide.
Let's see if I can find another one of these trials. You're a merchant. Campfire. I don't have to do all the trials. I just have to get... Okay.
by the sun. I don't want to die.
Come on.
Sorry, lady, you could have ran, you could have moved, you could have done a million things. I just didn't see it. So I need to go straight east. Hell, you can just stand there and get shot at. I'm doing this for psychological reasons. Alright, now you're done. I'll just... There, I see.
What is this place? What are you doing?
I was listening to the herd. Have you come for the stealth trials?
I'm not sure.
You must decide.
Who are you?
I am the keeper of these grounds, appointed by the Hunter's Lodge.
So how did you come to be here?
I was once like many members of the Lodge, maneuvering, hunting for status. But my impatience hampered the true hunt. I didn't know that, of course, until I came here. It forced me to listen, to breathe, and finally, to master the art of stealth.
Don't you ever miss, talking?
Not at the moment, no.
Yeah, I might later, but...
What are the trials?
Tests to improve your hunting skills. Each hunting grounds offer unique trials to test your skills. I offer the stealth trials. Some believe charging in with a mighty weapon makes them a hunter, but it's a good way to fall under the hooves of a stampede.
Not wrong.
A true hunter chooses the approach that best suits the kill. Mastering stealth may well save your life.
What is the Hunter's Lodge?
It stands in Meridian, offering community to hunters who require it.
Are you a member?
No, I am only a fledgling. I prefer the music of the wild over the cacophony of squawking birds. To enter, you will need 3 half-suns from any combination of hunting grounds. Choose one. The Watchers of the Herd attack quickly. Take them down while in stealth to prove your skill. Agreed.
Might regret this. Can't have you giving away the hunt. Calm, calm.
You did not pass this time, but there is always a next time. Stalkers have defeated many hunters who favor, if you're up to the task, defeat these. Let the trial begin.
I can kill a dog. The problem is finding a stalker. Try and kill him underneath. Little glow
Hello? Can stop tensing up.
Wow, I'm just filming everything accidentally today. Should have done that weeks ago. Damage and shipping. Well, I apparently did a lot better with that one. Mostly because I just needed to time a little faster. Kill, I would do a lot better, but sometimes the instructions are kill in a very specific way. Or, hey, you don't even have to kill him, just knock shit off the bat. Although the, air blast arrows are pretty effective.
You won this full sun on your first attempt. Shellwalkers guard their cargo with their lives.
I'll be on my...
Return again when you are ready.
I needed 3 just to get into the lot, so... Just gotta find one more to play around in. At least they're blue. Blue. There's one. Oh, it's like you can go right up to this thing and activate this thing. But if it's in one of those hunting grounds areas, no, we're gonna still make you take a little walk. Whew. I feel stuffy in here. Don't know why. It's not hot, just a little excuse me. Come on. Slow loading everything. Hey boy, Actually, it's yellow. Given that color and that texture, it's probably sulfur. Dude, do not eat and make gunpowder on the same table. That is right up there with the stupidity of the guy who died from on 1,000 Ways to Die, who died from Thornton Brown. Which is apparently when you mix gunpowder and cocaine like an idiot. Unfortunately, this guy did on the same table as died. Guess what happened?
By the sun! Are you Nora? I've never seen one at a hunting grounds
Why
before,
did they cast
or at the
this
Hunter's
voice?
Lodge. How interesting.
Very
What do
nice,
you do
but
here?
God
This is a
damn.
place to test yourself against a herd of machines in the stamina trials. Think you can handle it?
I know I can.
Excellent. I like your spirit.
He's a very nice guy.
You're awfully friendly.
Well, you know, it gets lonely in the wilds after a few weeks. Terribly lonely, in fact.
What about your friend over there?
Oh, he doesn't count. Barely ever opens his mouth, and when he does, nothing interesting comes out.
God, I know people like that. Tell me about yourself, buddy. You seem friendly.
Who are you? Why are you here?
Well, I'm a hunter, of course, and a member of the Hunter's Lodge. But I don't mind being out here. At least no one complains about my clothes, or my manners, or my personality. Don't let him in, he'll drive people off with his incessant chattering. Or, he stinks of fish again. That sort of thing. I don't stink of fish, do I?
No, it's more like wet fur.
Well, that's something.
This poor guy.
What are the trials?
The Hunter's Lodge makes sure hunting grounds around the world offer hunters a place to train. The trials here focus on the most important part of hunting, keeping your stamina up. Hunting isn't a sprint, it's a gauntlet.
So all you offer is training?
And a herd of machines. Plus, I'm allowed to award marks. Half sun, full sun, and blazing sun, if you do well.
This guy is so sweet.
What
but
is the
not
Hunter's
that
Lodge?
voice.
A place in Meridian where hunters gather, socialize, and brag a lot. Me, I just love hunting machines. If you win 3 half suns at any of the hunting grounds, you can enter the lodge yourself.
It doesn't have to be all the same grounds.
Another time.
The trials are
Sorry, buddy. I didn't say let's do this.
welcome. The remains of watchers rest on 3 rises. Loot all of them before time runs out, and you pass. It sounds simple, but watch out for all the other machines down there. In this trial, you must tie down a trampler and shoot off the Now's your chance to show you can snare the remains of. It sounds. I would have.
I've been seen.
Clearly, this was too easy for you. You have 3 half-sons. You can go to the Hunter's Lodge in Meridian now. Or you could keep me company. Your choice.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, man. I would definitely keep this guy company for a little bit.
What is the Hunter's Lodge?
A place in Meridian where you've all.
I would keep this guy company for a little while, just to make his day good, but I'm sorry. Aloy has to go save the world and do a bunch of side shit. Poor guy, he seems nice. Someone needs to send him a companion. Just somebody to fucking talk to. Seriously, this
I should leave for now.
Till the next hunt.
Okay. What, you think I'm walking? No. Where is Meridian? Meridian's over here. We're not going here. We are going here. How are we doing over this? Not yet, but I'm definitely going to have to grab me some water in a minute. Chat's buzzing. Lulu on Trace X Woo's belly. OBS hiccup, but Nagin is back in the telly. Kofi streambots on a spree. Visit the Kofi page. You'll see Raven Skull bounce, fish in the mix. Take a break, grab a snack, and get your Twitch fix. Am I? No. Okay. They did not have me standing on the fire this time. Although they could have. Luckily, unlike some games, I am apparently can't fire. Okay. On attack.
The clutches of the shadow carjack.
Just not the stairs. Anything but the stairs. There's one thing I hate is stairs.
I thought the days of war had passed. How many more have to die for the old regime?
Oh, just stay out of the way and let me handle it. I'll take care of it.
Come take a look.
The savior of the Sun King. You would have the marks. Very well then. Congratulations, and welcome. Our members reap rewards and adventure and live on in legend.
Am I a member now?
No, you're only a fledgling. Junior members are called thrushes. To join and become a thrush, you need a senior member called a hawk to sponsor you.
So I need to find a hawk.
Yes, but a hawk can only sponsor one hunter at a time, and I'm afraid most of them already have one.
I've overcome worse odds. Where do I start?
So you're telling
Upstairs,
me I start
present
killing
yourself to the
frogs?
Sunhawk Assis, our leader, who should introduce you to a hawk. I hope it's worth it.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
I like Regan.
Doctor of all without breaking a sweat.
Regan is very open-minded,
See, the door was fierce.
but he knows he's got to deal with an asshole boss like most of us do.
By the sun! King Avad's edict really is taking effect. Never thought I'd see a Nora here and a woman at that. So, you have marks for me?
What do you mean?
From the hunting grounds. Oh, right, you're new here.
What edict?
King Avad insisted that the Hunter's Lodge had to welcome everyone. Man, woman, outlander, regardless of tribe. Ursa, captain of the Vanguard, came in and delivered that news personally. You should have been there. It was glorious. But I figured they would sweep it under the rug and say no woman or outlander qualified. Yet here you are.
She's just happy to be here.
Are you a member?
Me? No. Karja don't exactly encourage their daughters to run around hunting machines. But all the changes in Meridian have been good to me. I don't think the Oseram know how to sell to us Karja. The trader I worked for last couldn't sell flowers to a bee. He was too plain hammered, as they like to say. This is a much better job. I figure I'll be able to open my own shop soon enough. You hunters and your badges. I'm not going to take them. I'm going to give you a weapon that sets you apart. Yeah, I thought that'd get your attention. If you earn marks in all 3 trials at each of the 5 hunting grounds, come to me. I can give you up to 3 weapons, one for 15 half-suns, one for 15 full suns, and one you'll love for all blazing suns.
They are good weapons.
What do I do with these marks?
If you get the same mark from all the hunting ground trials, I can give you a show me what marks you've earned.
I'm a little short on marks.
No problem. Once you have... What can I do for you today? How are the trials going for you?
I need a few.
Okay.
Man, I did it last time. Okay, where's that asshole?
I've always wondered, are all your kind hunters and fighters, or just a few?
And you know, I consider that a legitimate question. If that's all you see, you're gonna wonder. You know, maybe that's all there is. Fucking Thunderjaw. Okay, but we got some lore to look at before we start talking to this asshole over here. And he is an asshole. He's as much of an asshole as Andrew Tate's mama was religious. He did not deserve it. I mean, that is probably how he would have loved to have gone out, you know, on some level. But, no. In the summer of the 4th year of the reign of the Sun King Marzid, so did Farukawas, Sunhawk of the Lodge. Behold, a herd of grazers so vast it filled entire the vale below the far back. His bow was a harp that day, strumming the melody of the hunt from noon to twilight. After one could not walk a single step across the glen without tripping on an antler of the fallen. It took all 7 hawks and all 7 thrushes to gather the trophies, and when the bounty from their barter, the last wing of the lodge was raised. In the winter of the 7th year of the reign of the Sun King Hevas, so did Sarusiv, Hawk of the Lodge, stalk a herd of tramplers from Sand Whisper Valley to the foothills of the Pale Reach. Bombs from a sling fail as hailstone, freezing his prey in the waters of the ford. While the others stood as statues in ice, Heva sat upon the largest, driving his spear between the plates and taking his trophy before the rest could even stir. In the spring of the 3rd year of the reign of the Sun King Jiren, as the machines of the wild grew ever more deranged, did Kuvam, Hawk of the Lodge, answer the call from the prefect at Day Tower to slay the mysterious preacher who ripped his best cohort limb from limb. 4 days and 4 nights he tracked the quarry through the savage east before the brute was revealed. Strong as a snapjaw, fast as a strider. From twilight to midnight the battle raged, but Kuvan prevailed at great cost, his left arm chewed ragged at the joint. Thus he named the beast Sawtooth as he took his trophy from the shattered remains. Yeah, that's one of the first things I killed. Which, you know, one of the first, the thing that Ross sent me to kill. So, seriously, I'm better than that motherfucker. In the autumn of the 8th year of the reign of the Sun, of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, as the machines of the Wild Gamor deranged, did Gila, did Hawk of the Lodge follow the shimmering death haunting the southern freeholds into the jungles of the Jewel. Under the tangled canopy, the hunters became the hunted, glimpsing in the shadows more of the eerie lights, till he was surrounded by machines he named Stalkers. Long was his flight through the undergrowth to the safety of the Elite, but along the way he turned his bow to his pursuers, and became the first to snare the trophy from that which walks in glinting shadow. In the summer of the 13th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, all the machines of the wild grew ever more deranged, as did Assis. Hawk of the Lodge dared to tread the path of broken trees, following the wake of the terrible thing that laid waste to the freehold of Morning Light. Though he was first to face the might of the Thunderjaw, greatest of machines to walk the earth, it is pretty badass. With spear, bomb, and arrow, brave Assis brought to no avail, and only triumphed by turning the terror's own cannons against it. The carcass of the beast now hangs in the lodge for all to see, so enshrined because its fall turned Hawk to Sunhawk. That means his boss died.
We owe you for defending the Sun King.
Talk to you in a minute. Okay, I'm going to quickly go to the kitchen and get some water. I will be right back.
I'm more tired than usual. Should have eaten more at breakfast. Take Derval. They'll give him a rap on the knuckles and let him go. Dirty Osseo hands, and I know how to put them to use. Always be work for me. wasn't sure about the Sundom at first, but it's growing on me.
Hello, Cuddle Pup. How are you?
I knew Dervahl was a threat, but I never imagined he'd get so close. Glad someone got to him before he got to Havana.
Hello, Cuddle Pup. The name looks familiar. Have we met before? Oh god, the game crashed. Hold on, we'll get it back up. If it's not OBS, it's the game, right? Let's try this again. Without the crashing. Hopefully you're still there. And now we gotta wait for it to load again. Do-do-do. Sorry about the technical difficulties tonight, everyone. And sorry if you've got, you know, some weird, possibly buzzing in the background. I do have a fan on because it's a little stuffy in here. Needs some circulation. Okay, we're almost loaded.
What's he thinking, letting your fall be?
Ah, yes, the bylaws of the Hunter's Lodge, because we have rules! Preamble. 1-1. The hunt is the noblest pursuit in the Sundom, save those of the Sun King and his Sun Priest. The hunt is strength, the hunt is honor, the hunt protects, the hunt preserves. 1.2. What is the hunt but competition? What is competition without rank, honor, and victor? 1.3. The lodge tends law and lore to the hunt, lends law and lore to the hunt, so all will know who has prevailed. 1.4. Thus the lodge is not just its members and not just its house in Meridian. It is the spirit of the hunt, a code to be honored, an ideal to be lived. 1.5. Only those of the noblest blood can embody the noblest ideas. As such, only Carja males of pure blood may honor the lodge and tread in its house. 1.6. By order of His Radiance Avad, 14th Sun King of the Carja, by Law 5 of Section 1 is hereby rescinded. You're going to get that a few times in this little reading. 2.1. No hunter shall gain admittance to the lodge without 3 sons. One with honor at any hunting ground. Sponsorship of a hawk. Each hawk may only sponsor 1 thrush. There can only 2.4. There can only be 7 hawks. A thrush can only become a hawk through the death of his sponsor. That's how we keep it at 14. 2.5. The hawk who hunts the greatest prey shall become Sun Hawk and lead the lodge. 2.6. In the event the quality of prey is in dispute, the hawk who hunted first shall remain first as Sun Hawk. 2.7. Only Carja males of pure blood may become Thrush, Hawk, or Sun Hawk. 2.8. 2.8. By order of His Radiance Avad, 14th Sun King of the Carja, by Law 7 of Section 2 is hereby rescinded. Yeah, I'm reading this, as if I'm very proud, and then someone is slightly annoyed at the, Sun King Avad rescinding it. Section 3. Proof of the Hunt. 3.1. The greatest hunts often bear no witness, therefore a trophy must be kept. 3.2. A trophy may be submitted to the Sun Hawk as proof of a victorious event. 3. A trophy must be intact, undamaged, and from a recent hunt. 3.4. The Sun Hawk shall have final authority over any dispute over a trophy's worth. 3.5. Only Carja males of pure blood may submit a trophy to the Sun Hawk. 3.6. By order of His Radiance Avad, 14th Sun King of the Carja, by Law 5 of Section 3 is hereby rescinded. Apparently Avad had to go through this shit with a fine-tooth comb and go, because otherwise people are going to go, oh, well, we have to let him in, but we don't have to let him have rank. And Avad has to be like, yes, you fucking don't. 4.1. A hunt for his own sake is noble. A hunt in the service of others is blessed by the sun. 4.2. When called upon, hawks and thrushes must undertake any reasonable hunt asked of them. It serves to protect the citizens of the Sundom. 4.3. The Sun Hawk has sole authority to negotiate any fees or bounties associated with any hunt undertaken by members of the lodge on behalf of the Sundom. 4.4. Any profit from any hunt undertaken by members of the lodge on behalf of the Sundom shall be shared by all 7 hawks administered by the Sun Hawk. It doesn't say shared equally, but oh well. 4.5. Only Carja males of pure blood may undertake a hunt in the name of the lodge, be it for protection of the Sundom or any other reason. 4.6. By order of His Radiance Avad, 14th Sun King of the Carja, by Law 5 of Section 4 is hereby rescinded. 5. Hunting grounds. For the purpose of training and recruiting the best and greatest hunters, the lodge shall provide and maintain hunting grounds. Each hunting ground shall test a different range of skills, though through 3 trials crafted by the keeper in consultation with the Sun Hawk. There will be 3 rewards for each trial in ascending order of performance: half sun, full sun, blazing sun. 5.4. Hunters who prove themselves by winning the requisite number of suns may be entitled to special gear at the lodge at the discretion of the Sun Hawk. 5.5. The lodge shall provide funds for the construction and maintenance of all trials and facilities at the hunting grounds. 5.6. The lodge shall receive all profits associated with the sale of parts, ammunition, and equipment from all hunting grounds. Any profits received from the hunting grounds shall be shared by all 7 hawks administered by the Sun Hawk. 5.8. Keepers shall be chosen exclusively by the Sun Hawk and serve for a term of 7 years. 5.9. Only Carja males of pure blood may be appointed keeper. 5.10. By order of His Radiance Avad, 14th Sun King of the Carja, by Law 9 of Section 5 is hereby rescinded. Jeez Louise. Oh yes, I was trying to read that, but then something happened. Okay, The Record of Red Maw by Inquiring John Dinneman. Really? That's the name you got? It is well known that facts recede into fiction as they become memories, and fresh facts themselves are ephemeral among the rumors and legends of truth. This is especially true in the case of Red Maw, that most terrible of Thunderjaws, a machine which is nothing if not legendary. Few have laid eyes on it, and few who have laid eye upon it have survived. And among them, even fewer can be trusted not to embellish their tales. All that said, here I endeavor to truthfully chronicle all the calamities attributed to the beast, and all the expeditions meant to end such calamities once and for all. None have succeeded. As of this writing, the terror of the South still roams free, scarred perhaps, but deadly as the day the sun first shone upon its armored hide. In the early spring of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, a freehold was destroyed near the hands of the flood. 9 bodies were recovered, 8 riddled with cannon rounds, one flattened completely. No witnesses survived, though never proven. This is widely thought to be Red Maw's first attack. In the late spring of the 18th year of the Sun King Jiran, an expedition of 4 hunters set out from Sunstone Rock to track the machine or machines responsible for the destruction of the freehold. None returned. Their bodies subsequently found in the south, 3 blasted, 1 stomped, never proven, but thought to be Red Maw's work. In the early summer, the 18th year, the reign of the Sun King Jiran, an expedition of 6 mercenaries set out from Meridian to track the machine or machines responsible for the losses described above. 1 returned, ribs crushed, clavicle fractured. He spoke of a Thunderjaw which split a man in half with a single bite. Chompy. This is the first confirmed sighting of the legendary machine and the one who gave it a name. In the late summer, the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, an expedition of 8 set out from Meridian to track Red Maw. None returned. I'm starting to see a pattern here. 6 bodies were found near Blackwing Snag, 1 blasted, 3 stomped, 2 eviscerated, 1 swallowed his own tongue, evidently in a spasm of terror, suffocating. God damn. Did he also soil himself? Because I would think that would be the case. In the autumn of the 18th year of his reign, the Sun King Jiran commanded the Hunter's Lodge to send an expedition south in pursuit of Red Maw. After numerous logistical delays, 3 hawks and their thrushes set out in winter. Only 1 pair returned, reporting the death of the others. 2 blasted, 1 stomped, 1 decapitated. The survivors were sacrificed for cowardice, 1 gutted by a sawtooth, the other skewered by kestrels. After this setback, members of the lodge grew wary of pursuing the legendary Thunderjaw. Only the proudest hawks even considered it. Aspirants to the lodge, however foolish in their ambition, eagerly took part in subsequent hunts. In the summer of the 19th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, the destruction of the caravan south of Spurflints, 3 blasted, 2 stomps, 1 immolated. That means he got burned. Reignited, pun intended, interest in Red Maw. 3 expeditions totaling 15 mercenaries went after the machine with only 3 survivors. 9 blasted, 3 stomped, 2 eviscerated, 1 liquefied. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. And yet, some survived. In the early spring of the 20th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, a cohort of 12 soldiers heading from the rain gatherers to the light were set upon by the beast. Only 1 survived. 1 blasted, 1 stomped, 10 crushed when their fleeing footsteps triggered an avalanche. In the late spring of the 20th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, 3 cohorts totaling 34 men went in search of Red Maw. Alas, they were ambushed by stalkers and only 4 survived. 24 sniped, 6 exploded. Understandably, this ended the pursuit of Red Maw for some time. I get it, man. This guy is a problem, and nobody wants it. Oh, after you. Oh, no, after you at this point. In the summer of the first year of the reign of Sun King Avad, a group of 6 Oseram traders were attacked by the beast. 1 blasted, 3 stomps, 1 spit into a ravine. The lone survivor petitioned Captain Ursa to send the vanguard after the monster, but the request was denied. Ursa wasn't stupid! However, 3 additional expeditions comprised of mercenaries and hunters aspiring to the lodge were subsequently commissioned. Autumn, 7 men, 2 blasted, 3 stomped, 1 tripped on his own spear. 1 survivor. Winter, 9 men, 3 blasted, 2 stomped, 2 died from frostbite, 2 survivors. Spring, 11 men, 5 blasted, 1 stomped, 3 retreated off a cliff, 2 survivors. The last known sighting of Red Maw occurred on the spring of the 3rd year of the reign of Sun King Avad. Tarkus, Hawk of the Lodge, got word of the sighting near Thunderhead and sent off to take the beast on her own. His thrush Talana arrived at the scene too late, just as Tarkus was dying of his wounds, multiple perforations. Talana testified that Red Maw lumbered off through the tree. She could see the spear of her mentor embedded in its hide. Well then. Gee, Talana. Okay. There's no more lore down here. Hey, speaking of Talana, but I can't talk to her yet.
Dervahl stormed the palace and still he lives.
How do you know Talana?
She didn't even hesitate.
Is there any more lore?
The assassin in our Sun King.
Yeah, I better be careful, man. That could send me right off tonight. It was a very. It would be a lot nice. It would be a lot nicer review if it, wasn't so damn foggy. Did you take a page out of Silent Hill? Sorry, we have limitations. We're just gonna have to make everything foggy. Okay, here's this asshole.
Excuse us. The machine rider graces us with her presence. You're Anora, are you not? A fighter from the Savage Lands.
The Sacred Land, but yes. I fought for everything I got.
Huh. Tell me, do the Nora often wander into other people's homes and do whatever they like?
Of course not.
But that is what you're doing, right now. Stinking up our lodge, pestering your betters.
You're hardly my better. Legan said I had to meet you to become a member.
That would be true if there were any chance of you becoming a member. But you're a savage.
I've read your bylaws.
And no savage will rise in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge while I am the Sun Hawk. Now be gone.
No. I was led to believe there are rules here. If they count for nothing, then even your position is meaningless. So quit blustering and tell me. Is there a Hawk who is free to sponsor me?
Very well. Talana is free. Wouldn't that be fitting? Trash sponsoring trash. Now get out of my sight.
Okay, Frick. We'll talk to
They got the
Talana.
prince out with help from his spies.
Yeah, seriously though, what a dick, man. Although Aelid probably does not sound the best on him.
Prince Edaman is no traitor.
Taking a quick swim in the river, she calls it back, so.
The summon has changed.
Here, Talana? Assis said you were a Hawk without a fledgling to sponsor. Or are you trying to drive me off too? It's okay, I've dealt with worse.
I'll bet you have. But you're wrong. It's not okay. Especially not today.
Oh yeah, Mr. Sunhawk's a prick!
Is there any actual hunting in this lodge? So far, it's been all talk.
Yes, of course. You fight a machine, then bring its trophy to Assis the Sunhawk, then no one can deny you brought it down.
That's just my voice, I'm sorry. But, no, apparently as far as it'll go, sorry. Let me see, I might be able to put it up just a little bit, though I'm leery about fucking with shit while I'm actually streaming. Dude, I'm gonna put it up just a little bit. Is that better? I could lower the game audio, maybe. I guess I could turn down the game capture just a little bit. Okay. Tell me if this makes it any better.
What happened today?
One of our own just died fighting Red Maw. You'll never face a more dangerous Thunderjaw. Cuts through trees, rocks, people.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's part of the hunt.
So tell me about the asshole in charge.
Assis. What's his story?
He's the Sunhawk of the Lodge. The highest ranking asshole. Sorry, member.
No, you were right.
He's taken down Ravagers, Stalkers, Behemoths.
So have I.
So, I've taken down a lot of machines.
As have I. Even brought down 2 Stormbirds. But he's a hawk who brought in the trophies first. That's how it works.
Badass.
Whichever hawk defeats the greatest machine first becomes the Sunhawk.
How does one become a hawk?
When a hawk dies, his thrush is promoted in his place, no matter how anyone feels about it.
Who is this Legan, the man at the door?
So
Legan? He's a hawk. He had an impressive run in his day, but he doesn't fight anymore. He supports the Lodge in other ways. Unlike the other hawks, who hoard all the best kills and drink the bar dry.
I'm ready to hunt, so tell me, what do I have to do?
You want them to regret looking down on you? Then speak to them in their language. Kill 3 Sawtooths, 2 Ravagers, and a Stalker. Deliver their trophies directly to Assis. That should shut them all up.
So if I do that, you'll sponsor me?
I'll consider it. Just to make Assis boil.
Okay. Yes, come on up. Do I not have? I do not like having less than cool. You know, I'm definitely wasting some awesome dudes. I like the Oseram, man. You know, aside from the ones that were working with the Shadow Karja and all that. Well, not working with the Shadow Karja, but made it look like they were. Or making it look like they were Shadow Karja. Pretty good people. Okay. Huh. Well, let me see my quest. Not bothering. Definitely doing. Oh dear. Well, how about a major town? Well, I want to find something, but I don't know where he's at. He's definitely in the south, though. Wow, I have definitely uncovered everything. Okay. It's time for a bit of a temperature adjustment. They were, sorry. Well, now we don't have to deal with them anymore. Hey, at least this isn't the Star Wars Cantina. Sorry about my audio. We're working on it. Life is learning when it comes to streaming, I've noticed. Everything, you gotta fiddle with stuff, and life is good. But I love this game. I love Aloy's just complete, I don't give a fuck what you think attitude. I'm gonna do what needs done. It really gets shown off when she's trying to get through the, you know, to do the thing where she could, you know, get past the, you know, meeting with the Tenakth, and then things go crazy. Mr. Sunhawk sucks, the chat did say, adjusting levels to save the day. Talana the Beloved stole the show as live musicians made the chat go whoa. Yeah, my ears are kind of sensitive too. But, you know, I'm a sucker for music because, well, I was raised by the rat, like most of us, you know? Oh, the kids are all here, fuck it, put them in a side room, throw some Disney on, it'll be fine, no one cares. I'm old. I remember how to use a VCR.
Hunt well, Outlander.
I will, buddy. Yeah, I like it. The Manute, they don't give me no shit. They're like, yeah, you're a woman. We don't give a fuck.
Deep din. Silence by moving waters.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood?
Yes. A sudden deluge,
Speaking
without
of music,
rain or
this
milk
chick.
to explain it. I'm Laolai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place, and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath the
Yeah,
sonorous
Aloy does
basin.
not tolerate shit. What I
A
really
wondrous
hate
edifice the old
is
ones
people who
used to
complain
carry
about her
music far and wide.
because,
During the
oh,
war,
she's ugly.
my
Oh,
father
she
played the
talks-
pipes
she
to
talks
rally the
herself because she's
Banuk against the
lived most of her
Karja.
life in isolation.
I'm the drummer now,
And she's not ugly.
but our
She's
battles
actually
are few
very
and far
pretty.
between.
She's not, you know, like
Mostly I
supermodel
play for the
status, but
joy
she
of
doesn't
it.
have to be.
Or to remember my family.
I mean, this girl is running around
Of course, if
getting
the
all
waters
sorts of
don't recede.
windburn and shit.
What's the point
How
of
she
joy?
hasn't died of tetanus, given all
Or
she's
remember.
climbed on and, you know, all the rusted metal, I have no idea. You know, tetanus, you know, she's been very fortunate.
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand
You know,
it.
there was this one guy who was
There was no
complaining, "Oh,
rain,
Aloy has
not
a
even
beard."
any
She does
clouds,
not have a
and yet the
beard.
river
She's got
rose
the same
higher than
clothes
I'd
almost
ever
every human
seen it.
being has.
And there it
You know, just a
remains.
little fuzz as a treat. You know, and then you have some people in the conversation going, "Wait, this isn't a real
flood without
person?"
rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of
Probably
here.
the same dudes who got
Look all
mad
you
when they
like,
realized
but I don't
Samus
see
was
what
a
good it'll
fucking
do.
woman.
The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
That's nice, but I'm looking for somebody.
When the old ones were
Don't
fresh
take
in
for
their
granted that the
graves,
wearer
and our
needs you.
numbers were still
Prove to
small.
them they do.
It was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Banukai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind the world, a great calming sheet of icy blue. And she saw something new. Herds of machines, each filled with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which star to follow. She walked for many days and nights until she arrived at a temple built from sparkling ice. At the gates of the temple, she was met by the machines from her dream, who bowed to her as she entered. Inside, Banukai discovered the blue light bubbling from a hole in the snowy earth like a spring. "You bid me come," she said. "My people need aid. Will you provide it?" The machines whispered to Banukai. "We go where the light goes, for we are its chosen vessels. There is darkness in your heart. It cannot hold the light for long. Carry it to your people if you must, but the cost will be great." Banukai waded into the pool. The light reared like a nest of snakes and struck Banukai, piercing her skin, filling her up.
And that's why y'all put those
Banukai
candles
did
in
not scream, though she was in agony. Banukai did not collapse, though her limbs shook. She climbed from the pool and carried the light inside her. She marched toward home, and the machines marched behind her. As she walked, the light struggled to push its way out of her, but the machines were there to aid her. She sewed her body shut with their cables, patched herself with their metal, and kept the light within. When she arrived, the forces of the Ravenous tribe had surrounded the camp. Although the light had left her with 1,000 wounds, Bannakai charged. And because she held the light, the machines followed. The Ravenous tribe killed many, but those in camp rushed to join the battle. They gathered pieces of the fallen machines and from them fashioned weapons. And it was with these that Bannakai's people repaid the suffering the Ravenous tribe had wrought upon them. When quiet descended, Bannakai finally fell. The machines bowed their heads, and her Werak wept. The light she'd held within her drifted from her wounds and rose to the sky. And for just a moment, before life left her, Bannakai knew the truth of the blue light. And she felt peace. We remember Bannakai. The first to crawl from the cave beneath the world, brought the machines to us. When we speak the
This
name,
is a redhead. Her people, you know, redheads do not belong in the desert. They will cook.
and we will not forget.
And you expect her to be like model star status. Oh no, she's got a little bit of red in her skin. Well, yeah, she's running around outside. I mean, the fact that she's this pretty is just, you know, pandering at this point because she doesn't have to be.
Where once
You know, she could definitely be a lot more weathered. You know,
Okay,
she looks like
if
an
I want to learn more
18-year-old by
about how this
modern
daemon
standards.
affects the machines. I've got to find Araya. And to do
But,
that,
you
I
know,
need to
if
talk to
you
her.
look at
apprentice.
people who were 18,
wait a
25, even in the 50s, they looked a lot older.
That weapon of
They
yours,
saw some
Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a
Wouldn't
shaman.
call him a friend, but an acquaintance.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones. Far north of here there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
Well, it's perfectly normal, parsed through their understanding of the world, Aloy. They don't know what the fucking airplane is, it's just a big metal bird. Quest side. Waterlogged. Actually, you're closer. No. I will eventually do all the shit in here. Well,
The Nuke Eminence province, not having to watch after Outlanders.
just people are too stupid to find it.
None will forget the Red Raids, but perhaps... You've chosen a dangerous land to visit, Outlander. But I admire your courage.
I like the Manuk. The Manuk don't give a shit. They respect you just for showing the fuck up. How many fucking skill points do I have? Nope, nothing more to spend here. I got myself to the trap. Lovely. And back up there. I am clumsy, Samantha. I end up in places I should not have gone to. And everyone screws up these forms. Okay, I made it back. And what I want is this way. It's chilly. It's downright fucking cold down here. I was gonna have the, yeah, the folktales are great. I was gonna have the, special suit to be the best armor by now, but I apparently missed one. Just one. I'm missing one of the energy cells, and fuck me if I know where that's at.
Down another freehold in the south.
Outlanders. Carja Outlanders.
So many come to the Sundom and can't be bothered to work. But you don't seem like the rest.
Well, a lot of the people coming from the Sundom are fucking...
I thought Sun King Avad was sitting on his hands, but he got the prince out with help from his spies.
The Sun King Avad's spies saved Prince Edaman from the Shadow
What brings
Carja.
you Carja so far from your home?
There's good machine hunting in the cut. Danger, too. Some have a taste for both, and they pay people like me well to guide them. We've had a bad run this time, even after I brought this priest along to read the signs.
I did say the sun's light was cast quite red the night of the...
Not your concern, though, Huntress. May your arrows find their mark.
Oh, hello, Trace. Yeah, but yeah, you have so much faith in me, lady. Because God fucking damn
When the work
my
is done,
arrows suck half the
then
time.
I can relax.
Think of summer sun. Breeze through the trees.
Yeah, I know, Aloy. I'm sorry, I got you running around all bare-armed and shit. Yeah, not gonna make it worse, Aloy. Sorry. That time. Squirrel. Oh, well. Man, now we go from Hades' little pets to...
Good for an old remedy.
Oh yeah. Isn't that like the best part of this game, that kind of immersion with the sound?
That must be Naltuk, looking at it. Naltuk?
Who are you?
How did you find me?
Bergrand told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Oseram 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
Selling. I just need to find Ourea.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. But what can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
Aratak said this daemon was frenzying machines?
Look there. Those with the purple markings. They belong to the daemon. They're stronger, more dangerous.
I've seen something like this before. A corruption. But it wasn't from your daemon.
You have?
From a metal devil.
Then you know more than I do. These towers, were they part of your corruption?
No. Those are new to me too.
Like I said, they empower the daemon's machines. They must be stopped.
Will you tell me where Ourea went?
You ask a lot of questions.
Only when I'm not getting the answers I need.
There's but one voice Ourea wants to hear right now.
For
it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
Yeah, plus Aloy was raised, you know, on a fucking mountain. She can handle the tit-nipply. Yeah, Aloy is fine in the cold. But still, she still did not quite grow up with Banuk weather. Aloy may have complained about a comfortable bed at the proving, you know, the night before the proving. But she would still enjoy her fucking warmth. Let's stop this.
Alright, you want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Ourea.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I won't fall.
If, not when.
And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is.
Seems like a deal. And I've already killed some of these fuckers.
Kill the machines. I might be able to destroy it. Override it. It can be overridden.
Yeah, just walk up, deal with the situation, call it a day.
You are quite the warrior.
Seems I can take care of the machines and towers. The daemon's next.
You claimed its power for yourself somehow. Perhaps Ourea should meet you after all. What she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine. A great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
One thing I've learned about Aloy is not just a warrior. She absolutely is a warrior, but she's also educated. She knows how to use the tech. She knows a little bit about healing, at least the bare basics. You know, it's kind of like being a farmer, and yes, I know I'm bringing that up, but I'm trying to get one going. And, you know, you need a lot of little skills in order to do.
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. you might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Hey, he acknowledges who she is.
Bergren told me you're Araya's apprentice.
In her absence, I serve the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the Blue Light.
Wow, we got 14 people in here. Welcome, everyone. Hello, hello. Beautiful, beautiful.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Araya's example. She took a chance on me. And
were you with Araya?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Araya and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
What, you know, the interesting thing about the, you know, they have their shamans, they have their chieftains, and they have their warriors and all that. But, as we're going to find out a little later, apparently the only people among the Banuk who know how
do
to
I
properly
cross this
strip a machine
shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Araya at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
All right, I guess I'm off to the ice rasps
And
to
if I
find
wanted
this
to kill it, I would have
shaman's
just,
path.
you know, shot the thing that's sticking up out of the top of that. But, eh. I want to get my little friend first. I want to take care of my friend. I love the tall necks, and I think Aloy likes them too. Because the tall necks never... Look, if you get hurt messing with a tall neck, it's because you fell off or you got underfoot. Tall neck doesn't want to hurt anybody. Except for the one the Osram fucked with in the next game. Badger, 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 badger,
A Dalek? What did it take to knock one of those over? They're built to last.
They really are built to last.
Save this for later.
Felt that!
I'm not even gonna lie, I was not trying for that specifically. I was trying to... Help.
Scavengers are just monsters. the scavengers. Should scan the Tallneck. See how deep the damage goes.
Made a little bit of a mess down here, but I'm not gonna apologize. They started it. Don't mind me, I tend to Skyrim climb shit.
Scavengers ripped out 3 major parts. If I could bring them back, maybe I could even reactivate it. Get at what's inside its head.
Yay. Gravity! Machines don't kill me in this game. Gravity? Gravity will get me. I got my information, didn't I? Quest. No. Do I have to get back up there and scan that Tallneck head again? I don't care if I have to scan, I just don't have to murder anything again.
Saving these for the trail.
Oh, processed metal box. They do nothing. They're worth nothing. This is the way I was supposed to go up. Not scattering yet. But I'm still gonna do it. West, no. No. Yeah, I need one more power cell, but I can't remember where the hell it's at. That annoys me. Do not just jump off the side like last time. That's how you died. Now it's Dark Souls. Your journey begins because you died.
Forget about traveling light.
He died too.
I can still get the upper hand. That seems intact. Telnec's are real tough.
Telnec's are tough, and that's why we love them. Plus, like I said, Telnec's don't want to hurt nobody. They're just chilling. I mean, they're basic, but you're made of tasty minerals. Yes, I am. Vitamins, minerals, protein, fat, DNA, which apparently is something that's also necessary for us. But these machines don't need to eat meat. These are not the ones that feed on biomatter. Flashbanged in the fucking eyeball.
Okay, they're heading back.
Yeah, this is where I'm gonna need to go to get on Telnec. Later. That's not what I was looking for. Really? There. Okay, you're not even supposed to be there. You're just so... Not properly. Okay, come on. Where's the stabilizer? You know what? I'll come back. I'll see if the other thing is first. Not a terribly difficult path up. I know I'm not being shot at. Playing games with cheer. A redheaded warrior faces the machine's roar, vibrating teeth, but she craves for more. Visit Ko-fi for support, show some love, chat, engage like stars above. That is my question for you. Okay. Do I have to go further up? Nope. Yep, apparently. I don't mind going a little further. I've just got to find what I'm looking for. Well, it doesn't seem to be up here. Oh, gotta be careful. This is not Forbidden West. I do not have the glider.
Be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
Right. Okay, this is where I murdered everything. Where's my important loot? Excuse me, game. Explain yourself.
This tunnel part's still in one piece.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
I'll tuck that away. Usually I can't do that. What's the stabilizer? Game. My dude, where is the stabilizer? That's... no, we're not taking that shortcut. We will go around. I can't feel much of anything in this.
No, I bet you can't, girl. Did my target fall down somewhere that I don't know where it went to? Because if it died and it went down and it just landed somewhere I didn't immediately see, that would make sense. There we go.
Where the tall next part? It's heavy.
Okay, that is one thing we are not doing. We are not dealing with that particular thing. No. We are going to repair the Tallneck of Awesomeness, because I love Tallnecks, man. I mean, who doesn't love a giant long neck? I mean, it's just a little foot all grown up and a little more metallic. You can have that as a treat. Seriously, how many fucking Land Before Time movies were there? Like 15. Grow up, Littlefoot. Time to become Bigfoot. Although Bigfoot might be offended at having to hear the title. Is that why he can't grow up? Copyright infringement? I don't know.
Well, that fits. Sure hope it works.
You know, most people would not try to fix a Tallneck. Not because they don't like Tallnecks, it's just... eh? I've got to be close enough. Where? Thank you.
Well, it's in better shape than it was.
I give Aloy all the credit here because nobody else.
Okay, I'm right. I just need to get the power flowing through it again. And if I'm wrong, at least no one's watching.
If I'm wrong, at least no one's watching. Isn't that half your life, Aloy? That's why you do shit alone so that nobody knows. The problem is, overriding means that I do it twice. I gotta reboot it, and then I gotta override it.
That should wake you up. Easy go. Easy! Right, it's never easy.
Well, look at her. Did you see the smile for like just a second?
Now I need to climb that tall again. I'll need to find out.
Snow breaking over the gym. I think that's where I missed an opportunity. I'm just gonna chill here for the next few minutes.
I think I can leap onto the Tallneck from here.
Yes, we can. That's why we're going here anyway. I mean, I think there's another place that you could do it from, but I'm not gonna run that distance. I would probably not make it in time, and then I have to run all the way back over here. And then it's just an endless circle. And... nah, man. The game tells me exactly where to get you. Look at him. His whole job is to walk in a circle and scan an area. Oh, and if you haven't killed everything before getting to the top of its head in the area, it does send out an EMP to knock things out, so you can just get the fuck out and go along your merry fucking way. Oh, you stay the fuck over there, bird. I've had enough of your shit. I'm not going another whole lap with this, waiting for this guy. Hey, now we can't see the Tallneck for the snow. Look at her. She's just like, yeah, snow, pretty. That's why I love Aloy. She still has enough respect for the nature to go, yeah, she's fucking cold, but oh, snow, pretty.
Made it. Now to climb up to its head.
Show me the map, bitch. And it pretty much shows you everything. I mean, it's this tiny area here. I don't remember if there's anything important there. Okay. Anybody else watching?
That'll keep my stomach quiet.
Yeah, that way.
That'll help.
We are going around. Where am I going? I wanted to go each way. I wish I had some pizza right now.
Breath is ice. Before I even breathe out.
We have like the best pizza where I live. It's like only a 10-15 minute walk. Unfortunately, you know, prices have gone up over the years. And I'm not even mad at them. I understand they are a small business. They don't get, you know, the bulk prices like a lot of, you know, places, like a lot of, you know, chains can get. I'm not upset that they charge as much as they do for the pizza. I just can't afford it. You know, I will never tell a craftsman they charge too fucking much for their work. I will say I don't have enough. but I will never say that they charge too much. That is two entirely different statements. You know, I may not be able to afford the big thing, but hey, maybe I can afford the little thing at the craftsman's table. Loot! Not loot, lore. Give me that lore. Samantha loves the tale, vibrating sheet with machine sounds. Trace X Salute plays a game, watching the stream all around. Visit Nagina's Ko-Fi, support the streamer with might. For fun and adventure, tune in and join the bright light. Okay, oh. We found some data points here. Well, that's just the, That's just from the poor unfortunate, Tallneck. Ah, yes, Frozen Wilds. Okay, Singapore. As the waters recede, the people return. As the waters recede, the people return. Singapore, May 5th, 2043. A large pink tinted rock marks the summit of Bukit Timah Hill. Singapore's highest point at what I might have mispronounced it wrong. I don't speak Singaporean? Is that their language there? I don't know. At one time, 164 meters above sea level, Charmaine Lowe records a self-hollow next to the rock. Yay, she got selfies. Her bright smile contradicted by nervous fidgeting with her prismatic fake nails and 30s-style subdermal jewelry. I thought I'd never see this place again. I still can't believe it's real, she marvels. Proud Bukit Timah has stood firm against time and weather, but the rest of Singapore has fared less well, with approximately a third of the island nation at less than 5 meters above sea level. Singaporeans like Charmaine were forced to abandon their homes as inexorable waters leached away their foundations throughout the snoring 20s. Not to be confused with our 20s, which were the roaring 20s. Oh god, they're calling this decade the snoring 20s. Fuck. No, we are not snoring, we are awake, and we are aware that there are problems. Now the surviving members of Charmaine's family are returning alongside many others. As global temperatures and sea level stabilize, people come by air or by water. Some seek refuge from the deleterious effects of the Sinarum River tragedy, whose costs still reverberate today. All hope to build new homes atop the collapse of one stable and prosperous country. Singapore represents one of the many states abandoned by their citizens in the aftermath of heavy coastal flooding. Questions surrounding ownership are difficult to answer. Government and law enforcement fled far in advance of the country's devastation, and documentation of title is scattered as best. The plot of land on which Charmaine's childhood home once said had belonged to the Lowe family for almost a decade are corrupted. I just realized something. It is a damn good thing that this game came out when it did. Because I'm pretty sure Trump or Musk would have sued people. You know, if they had made the connection with, oh god, this Pharaoh motherfucker is just like me. Yeah, it was kind of based on you, asshole. More loot is always good. Am I going up? Yes, find the shards. I'm gonna go to water line. And a little bit further, just to the campfire.
These mountains must be the ice rest. The shaman's path begins somewhere up above.
Yeah, the Manuk has some cool fucking loot, man. Oh, look at this excellent signpost here. Fuck it, I'll sign it. Yeah, cool. I mean, I don't suppose it'd be considered graffiti after all this time. Badger. How did you get that, Aloy? Aloy, you think you could get bosses? We do a little Skyrim climbing. Okay, but seriously, go to water.
This must be the ruin Laolai was talking about. Deep in. Flooded too, like she said. Snap moss. Probably came from somewhere upriver. Follow the river, find its source. Seems simple enough.
You motherfucker are in my way.
must be the entrance to this den.
Quest, I'll be able to see it. No? There it is. I am terrible to Aloy, man. She deserves better. I should make her go around instead of taking her swim through the frigid out of the water.
Nutrition.
I'm on the dam. You're just a random hunting party. You don't give a shit. Okay. Game, how the fuck do I get in here?
Feels like if I blink, my eyes will freeze shut.
Yeah, but they'll freeze open if you don't, so this is just life sucking right now, bro. Yeah, I gotta go. General rule of thumb is I've slept since then. I probably don't remember. Hoo-hoo to you too. Oh, wait, no. Where did the owl land? That is the question. like it when I can't see my kill. It just feels, you know, wasteful. Is that the owl? Party. Solve all your problems because everybody's an incompetent piece of shit like me. Aloy, the redhead queen, braving the cold unseen. Yes, very true. Okay, first, lore for me. Tasty, tasty lore. Beverly Hills terror attack, huh? Wheel of Life behind California terror attack. Beverly Hills, California, March 14, 2044 90210. Never watched that show. But I knew people that did. I was just a little young for that to be my demographic, you know. In a statement released yesterday, the radical group Wheel of Life has claimed responsibility for last week's terror attack. Well, at least someone claimed responsibility, which has generated fear and uncertainty throughout Los Angeles. 3 suicide bombers detonated lethal explosives on the grounds of the Juventus Center, a luxury clinic dedicated to regeneration and life extension therapies. Well, maybe we should just let life take its course. I don't know. As well as killing 5 clinic staff, the attack claimed the life of tech billionaire Aubrey... Oh, it's just a billionaire. Nobody cares. Funder of a research problem on salamander biology that led to the first successful human longevity treatments. Hopkins, himself had been experimenting with the treatment since the early phases of the project. Well, don't experiment on yourself. That's how you get a tail or some weird spotty skin. The expense associated with these treatments has thus far made them available only to the world's most affluent. Their use by the rich has sparked widespread controversy, serving as a need for aggressive responses like those carried out by the Wheel of Life. Aging and death flow from the spring of renewal that makes us human. The extension of life and youth by false means degrades our essential nature and brings spiritual corruption. Those who perished last week spent their lives to fill their gaps, dividing rich and poor, said their statement in part. The group's role in the bombing was already suspected, as multiple group witnesses recounted the shouting of data corrupted. I would like us to live a normal lifespan, but be healthy for it. Immortality is just terrifying to me. Now, I got one friend in this chat who I won't name, who would call it a skill issue, but who wants to live forever? I mean, Highlander figured this out in the 80s. fire right there? Okay.
There. That's where the water's coming from. There's something moving. Well, somebody wanted in. Nearly blew this entire ledge off just to get through the door.
Flooding detected. Evacuation recommended. Overflow basin compromised.
The overflow basin. Is that the den?
Well, Aloy, it's not like they would have known to leave these places. Oh, this is where
Looks
we
like
get
a control
someone's
center.
fun.
What happened in here to start the water flowing?
Idiots. And well, one specific idiot. A very nice idiot, but still a fucking idiot.
It's okay. Like, how do we want to start this farewell thingy? We might be the last Satchel people to ever see this place. Yeah. Heads, you know, so.
Intake tower malfunction. Drainage system offline. That's probably not good news. Looks like most of the facility is underwater. How did this happen?
You know this works. People start tinkering with shit they don't fucking understand. And bad shit happens.
My focus might see something here. Another holographic interface. There must be some kind of code. The lock positions. Helpful. I should be able to shut this place down from here. Someone made a mess of this. If I had the right parts, I'll bet I could get it working again.
Yes, now we have to find you a part. Oh, look at this idiot.
And there's our troublemaker. Doesn't seem to be as good at getting out as he is at getting in.
No, he's not. He's a good guy. He's just a little dim.
My focus could find something I've missed. I should be able to shut this place down from here. These wires must run to the power source. Rough waters. No way I'd be able to swim. Hard to see anything, but this room looks like it's packed with old stuff. Might be something useful. check the area with my focus, maybe.
Yeah, I'm checking the area with your focus, but...
Anything my focus could reveal. That Oseram must have forced his way through here. You all right?
You don't know how happy you just made me. For a moment, I thought my fire was snuffed. The forge gone cold. But nope. Nope. Not old Gildan.
You're... welcome? Wait. Start from the beginning. What are you doing down here?
Ow! My apologies. When you mostly talk to yourself, you can tell your stories in whatever order you like. There's an artifact in that storage room I simply must acquire. But as you may have noticed, the door won't budge. I took one of those roundish, ringy what's-it from the wall beside the door. No luck. So I had to go with that panel with the button. Even less luck. My gentle experimentation caused the chamber to... flood. So I pushed the button again, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. Sparks and smoke. Now, obviously, I came here to investigate. My cautious footsteps may have contributed slightly to the collapse of a bridge. When the bridge began to collapse, I may have, for the sake of expedience, abandoned the cumbersome ringy what's-it to the waves. By the time I thought to give up the endeavor, the door had closed behind me. And thusly do we come to the present moment.
That poor woman and her face. Just the, oh God, I got saddled with an idiot.
You said something about an artifact?
Indeed. That storage room is brimming with treasures from the old ones, but one in particular caught my eye. An intricate looking glass. I've only seen one such device before. My old mom brought one back for me from wherever she'd gone to that time. I remember holding it, staring into its face, seeing myself and my mother just over my shoulder, smiling.
And one of these looking glasses. It's in the storage room.
Oh, yes. I'm quite sure. I peered into that dim little chamber, and there it was. I've wanted to find one for so long, Yes, this time I'm sure I have.
Well, there's no way we're getting into that storage room without another ring. It's part of the locking mechanism that controls the door.
You don't say. Well, that's fantastic news. Marvelous, even. You've got two hands. I've got two hands. Perfect! My savior, my salvation, and if you like, why wouldn't you? Of course you will. My accomplice. Together, that ring is as good as ours, and with it, the storage room and its spoils.
Didn't you say you dropped the ring in the water?
Well, I'll grant you that adds a heretofore undiscussed level of complexity to the proceedings.
So you found the button that controls the flow of water.
And broke.
Quite by accident.
And then you broke that button.
Also, quite by accident.
The panel's the only way to shut this place down, as far as I can tell. This isn't gonna be easy.
That storage room is filled, top to bottom. Would you be surprised to find the parts you need in there? I certainly wouldn't be.
So, we need to replace that ring and get into the storage room. Then I can fix the panel and shut this place down.
And I can finally wrap my fingers around that looking glass.
Okay, Gilden. How are we gonna get that ring?
2 sets of hands, girl! 2 sets of hands! Behind us lie a pair of enormous gates, but I believe the gates must be operated in tandem. Together, we can dry this place out.
Guess we better get started then.
No,
I guess we better.
personal boundaries. I found the button by accident.
Up ahead, girl. See the valve? Time to put our hands to use. I'll take care of this one. There's another valve on the other side to lock the gate in place. Would you mind heading across and doing the honors? You know, I'm reminded of a delve I undertook out near the plain. Stone ruin, cloud tall, I've been 13 levels. No wall. Stone columns bearing the weight of the level above. Filled out with solid hollow.
A tub of stagnant water. Charming.
Marvelous! You made it! Now grab that valve and give it a spin!
On it.
A little more now, and I should be able to get the blasted gate moving.
There. You should be able to lower the gate.
Right you are! Now, when I get this gate down, you'll need to turn the valve again. Ought to lock this thing in place.
One gate down.
Halfway through then, aren't we? To the second gate!
The water's still there, but it's less, you know, flowy. It's less flowy. Dude, I'm following you. You gotta tell me what the fuck I'm doing.
A ladder is a rare and special thing, girl. Can depend on it to take you exactly where you need to go, and no further. I'd wager the valves for the second sluice gate are somewhere above us. How are we gonna get up there?
Let me look around. Looks like I could jump across on that rickety resting platform. I found a way up.
Nice jump! Nice! What am I saying? That was stupendous! Never seen such absolute disregard for personal safety.
Thanks, I think.
Absolute disregard for personal safety. This is Aloy on a day that ends in Y.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4! Caught sellouts and runaway cowards! We see... Cut it! I forgot the words. Shells, we started off so strong and then it all just imploded. Well, that's sort of my MO. No. No heavy stuff. Switching gears. Band-Aid! We need one.
Maybe not exactly accurate, but that being now. Sadly, I don't have my Bullcaster. That's next game.
Current's too strong. I can't swim against it. It's even less refreshing than it looks.
Oh, you're close, girl. Just spring across the gap. Ah, you're right above me. Just send that ladder on down.
Can't hear me? I thought we fixed that problem. Hold on.
Look out below.
We're gonna fiddle just a little. Game capture a little further down. My voice a little further up. You're the second person to say that tonight. I'm trying not to blast people out either way. Let me know if this fixes things, Cuddle Pup.
Now, we've done this once before. Should be as easy as falling down a hole. If you take the valve on the other side.
If it's set up the same way on this side, I should look for an access tunnel.
This?
My voice is quiet?
Sort of Dell.
Maybe I'm just mumbling.
Problem solved. A million buttons and
it was better earlier. I don't know. Fuck it. Is this good? Because this is literally as loud as I can get it. Short of, you know, screaming into the mic. And I am not a heavy metal band. Wait a minute. Gonna check one thing. Hopefully it didn't fuck up. Because that would be my luck. No, I'm on the right fucking... I'm too loud. Okay, sorry. I apparently cannot make everyone happy. I'm sorry. Yeah, Cuddle Pup, that might be on your end. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry to you, Trace, for blowing your poor ears out.
Uh-huh, Gildan.
Gildan, yeah, I feel that, Aloy. You don't give any more of a shit about what he has to say than I do. Good girl. Gildan's a nice guy, but God, he's just chatty. That ain't gonna work.
Okay, Gildan, turn the valve.
It's not working! Damn thing's too heavy. Glance behind me, would you? See anything big and, broken?
Yeah.
Looks like part of the counterweight broke off. If I can get up there, my weight might be enough to get it moving
Hey,
again.
well, you don't make weight that much.
Hang on, okay? I've got a plan. I need to get up higher. I'm gonna climb up that wreckage. That's pretty much what I do now.
Oh, shit. Gravity will get me every time. I'll turn the game down a little bit. Game capture is okay. I turned it down a little bit. Let me know if that's okay. Oh, the counterweight I probably can't really blame Gildan on. Idiot though he may be. The game is at -20. Doesn't really have a percentage. I saw that. Don't start lagging, game. You work. That's all I need of you. That's all I ask of you. Are you... Okay, go this way. It's fine.
I can't jump straight to the counterweight from here. I could climb higher, but I won't.
Aloy. Good job. Set it to -25. Okay. Do I need to rappel down? Am I where I need to be? Is that over the counterweight? Yes, seems to be.
Going down.
Negative 25 good?
You can make it! Let's see another one of those mad leaps!
As you wish.
Got it. We're good to go.
You were a sight to see.
I know.
Pounding metal rust trap to metal rust trap. Still a bit of water, but all enough, wouldn't you say? Now, where's that ramp?
Good question. Well, at least I should be able to swim now.
Snap maw! It's a snap maw! Very, very big snap maw!
I see it, Gildan.
Very big, very, very big!
Just stay out of the way.
Why, you think I'm gonna go up there, down there and fuck with him? No. Okay. Well, I'm out of stuff to knock off you, so finish the job.
It's dead.
Maybe if you pry its jaws open and reach inside, I can't look.
It's okay that you can't look. I got the job done. Gildan, I've done more in 5 minutes than you have done in your entire life. Let's just call it what it is. You suck. Can I go down right now? I landed in water. I'll let it. Well, time to pick up the pieces of the snap maw. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. We'll probably have to redo all half of this shit when
full of water.
When I play the next game, let's be honest. But
You're right.
what test
This thing did swallow the ring.
That's the old Gildan intuition in action. Never led me astray. Sure, its chosen routes can be a bit circuitous, but never mind. To the storage room. To the spoils.
Yeah, after.
What's in here? More old world treasures, perhaps? This place is full of surprises.
Okay, Cheryl.
Have a look.
Cheryl, you're not focusing on right now. Recording, okay? We're not even in the band meeting. Sort of counts as practice, right? Merch. I hate merch. Stickers. You're not a real band until someone realizes government property for stickers.
I have been asked to remind you that conversations determined to be irrelevant to servitor training are discouraged.
What were you saying about vandalizing government property? It's okay. Like, how do we want to start this film?
Okay, they didn't have the whole thing text, but there is some text here. Dear nobody, as far as I can tell, that's who's gonna read this. Those spooky guys showed up today with that creep Blevins to take measurements of our workstations. And next week they start installing Pharaoh servitors to do our jobs. Bye-bye, Shelly. Bye-bye, Laura. See you never. Hope you enjoy basic income. God, it's gonna be weird to say goodbye to this place. When Quentin and I split, this was all I had. Thank God for a job where I could sit at a panel and press buttons and cry all day. I think I could press buttons and cry all day. Which is why I think we're doing this. Hiding the tapes of our rehearsals in the dams, these tapes are our memories, our ghost. Through them we get to haunt this place, keep it human in some small way. The control room was where I was sitting when Laura came in, dragging an old practice amp and a guitar behind her. Shells, she said. Girl. So I was looking at some schematics for this place, and I found the perfect practice space. The acoustics in this place, seriously bonkers. Like, echoing through the entire valley, kind of bonkers. Legit, you're going to soil yourself when you see it. I remember asking, practice space? Peace, Shelley. Dear Nobody. When I took this job, we had to watch this training holo, and I remember probably 2% of the actual holo. At some point, the holo welcomed me to the damn family, and I felt like AJ, that was such a missed opportunity, because they could have called it a damily and chose not to. And B, the idea that I would ever think of any of my coworkers as family was pretty ridiculous. But then one day I looked up and automation had whittled 6 people down to just Laura and I. And I was signing papers to dissolve the family I thought I had. And suddenly my last coworker with her faded tattoos and perpetually arched eyebrows was telling me jokes. And making me listen to bands I never heard of, cheering me up when I cried. Things were really good when it was just the two of us. We used to have these theme days. One day, that's when the sluice gates were open. We set up beach blankets on one of the catwalks in the intake area and batted around this inflatable beach ball I had in my apartment for some reason. Laura messed around with the emergency PA and patched in a bunch of classical surf rock. We even put sunscreen on the bridges of our noses. Laura called it the Concrete Beach Party. When Laura thought up band names, I knew pretty much right there that would be our name. Concrete Beach Party. There was never really any other choice. Dear Nobody, we spent an hour plastering our stickers all over that servitor. Well, I say stickers. They were sticky notes from my desk. We stole the presentation and design of other band logos, drawing little skulls and lightning bolts and broken hearts around the name. It's not like we had any actual work to do. When this began, we were told we'd be on-site advisors, going through the motions of our duties so the servitors could mimic our action. But the government creeps, corporate creeps, same def I guess, mostly ignore us or yell at us for getting in their way. The robo-scab's weird oval head keeps swiveling towards us, and it kept asking, hello, is this relevant to my training? As we tried to duck out its line of sight, ruining its chrome finish with sticky notes and shushing each other's giggles. Afterwards, Laura stood in front of the thing and goes, Servitor, this is very important. This is how you greet Blevins, okay? It's a sign of immense respect. I mean, will the servitor actually get Blevins the finger? Probably not, right? But a girl can dream. Screw the man. Shelley. In the land of chat where voices soar, some say too quiet, others say too loud, but worry not, we found the perfect crowd. Adjusting volumes like a symphony, harmony restored, now we all agree. So take a break, grab a cup of tea, and return from our Horizon Jubilee. Okay, dumbass, where now? Well, buddy, this is your little thing here. You lead. This way.
We drained enough water for what we need to do, but I wonder if I could empty out the whole dam. Pipes, valves. All right, time to get the flow going to the right place.
I say this as a man typically enamored of complexities, but this looks like it might be a little much for me.
Don't worry.
I think I got this. Yo, Shelley, I'm trapped in servitor hell over here. Got in this morning, and as usual, that's one half-baked chrome dolt was bumping up against the locked entry door in the reservoir room, moaning about requiring entry into the totality of the facility. Between its robot voice and weird grindy sounds its limb makes, the acoustics reminded me of a track from one of the less accessible German post-punk bands. I told them and told them every night the pipe network decouples so the reservoir can refill, and every morning it has to be reset manually. All you have to do is turn the valve thingy so the water flows directly to the pump. The rest of the servitors seem to get it, but this guy won't stop bugging out. I mean, I know we're supposed to be on-site advisors, but this is getting ridiculous. Do I have to scratch the instructions into their stupid shiny faces? Yeah, it always sucks when you have to train your replacement, right?
Music to my ears. To each job, its proper tool. Toothpicks make horrible arrows, as the saying goes.
You're not wrong. Okay, this seems right. This is broken. Okay, let's see. I'm getting flow here. Excuse you.
You got a competent mind, girl.
Yes.
A mind for nuance and finesse. Not I. No, indeed. Not old Gildan.
Can't fix you, so I gotta do you.
That's not quite right. Something's not right.
This job demands a certain degree of patience, doesn't it? I'm afraid I inherited my mother's restlessness.
Honestly, after all these years, we're lucky any of this shit works. No, that's not happening.
Water's flowing, just where it needs to. There, that should do it. I should head back. See if that took care of the rest of the water.
Got it working, did you? Of course you did. You ever met a conundrum you couldn't unconundrum, have you?
The door's open. Guess it had sealed because of the flooding.
Free loot.
This must go down to the lower level. Ugh, it stinks down here.
You smell that? Smells like a... Fordside morning in the claim.
See? Check this out. We could just bang on this pipe, you know? Could we sample that or? Totally. Like, what about if sorry. Just a sec. Laura? I need to take a break. Laura? Hey! Laura!
Dear nobody, I feel embarrassed now, thinking about following Laura out of the pump station like a kicked puppy, wondering what horrible thing I might have done until she threw herself into this room and shut the door behind her and just screamed. The fear of abandonment is weirdly self-centered, because it presupposes that little old you are filled with such immense destructive power that you are capable of driving every person you care about away. Anyway, at the bottom of the dam, with her on one side of the door and me on the other, she told me that Metallurgic had bought her mom's house, her whole neighborhood, in fact, out from under her to build a new server farm. Oh, God, I don't even like that house, she said. I don't even like Indianapolis. Me neither. I hated every minute I spent in that city as a kid. When they told us we'd have to leave the dam, I went back to my apartment, sat on my bed, and prayed to God to a God that I don't even believe in, that I wouldn't have to move back home, that I wouldn't have to show up at my mom's front stoop with a suitcase and a bunch of stupid excuses. She was trying not to sound like she was crying, but she sounded like she was crying. I guess I got my stupid wish, huh? I asked her where she'd go, and she laughed. Where else could she go? Back home to help her mom pack up the house, to move with her into whatever dank little one-room hole Metallurgic's displacement grant will allow them to afford. I think I could have dealt with being one of those losers who celebrate their 40th birthday living in the house they grew up within, but now I don't even have that. I have no idea how to make her feel better, so I just sat on the other side of the door and started singing the song we were working on. The one about being the last 2 girls on Earth. And eventually, she started singing along. Love, Shelley. Yes, but I want you, so... Modifications. I can get much better tear coils.
Looks like that's everything. I should head back up with Gildan.
You mean him? Yeah. Come on, buddy. Let's move faster. Thank you. Nope. The path is this way. Okay. Say shit that makes sense, Aloy.
So, as we circle back around to the matter of the supply room...
We go where I think we need to go, which is apparently up these stairs.
I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait! Almost there!
Yes, Gildan.
Soon I'll hold the looking glass in my hand. Just like Mom and I used to.
Gildan, you need an adultier adult. As my friend who was originally from New Hampshire would say, you need a keeper. Well, that's not open yet, but I can put this here. Oh. Aha, it's awake. Okay, so.
What are you doing with your hands there, girl?
Don't touch anything, asshole. Yeah, it's funny when people ask that question because it's like, because they asked the question in Forbidden West too. Some Oseram thought her brain had been cooked in the sun.
I can't believe that worked. I thought you'd lost your mind, tickling the empty air like that.
I can't spare the weight.
Lore for me, all for me, yay!
I mean, this is it. We get to play together, what, maybe 2 more times? Nah, shucks. Farewell tour! Reunion tour in like 6 months. Band's doing all the time. For our adoring fans, it's not that hard to stay in touch, Shelley. We can practice in holospace. People always say.
Skill issue. I mean, maybe they'll find a power cell. Yes?
Where is it? Where did it go?
I don't know, if there's a power cell in here, I fucking want it.
Okay, let's fix
Yes!
the middle and shut this place down.
Hopefully it's the one I can take to that one place.
Gildan? Everything okay?
I was so sure I saw it. The looking glass. I was so sure.
It's an alarm clock.
There in the window.
You have to look for those nowadays. That specific, you know, with the 2 bells on top.
Nothing at all.
I'm sorry, Gildan. It must have meant a lot to you.
Oh, well. But just any artifact of the old ones, it Mean to me, really? It's fine. I'm fine. Besides, what are the spoils compared to the delve? That's why we do it, girl. The delve, not the treasure.
Who are you trying to convince,
And what
Gildan?
a delve it was! Ugh. By the Great Blazing Forge, I'll never forget that. Now then, I believe we have some repairs to make.
Gently. He wants to push a button. Yeah, gently, asshole.
Oh, that's a whole lot prettier, isn't it? What does it mean?
It means it worked.
By the forge. You are a wonder! Do you
That
hear
little
that often?
smile.
I'll hazard a guess you do.
I've heard something like that once or twice.
Oh, she's modest now. A master of the arts of the old ones, a delver to shame the entire claim, and she wants to be modest. Ha!
It's not like I did it alone, Gildan.
Aloy, you managed to make this work
suppose
in
not.
spite of his dumbass.
So what's next for you? On your way back to the claim?
And deprive the people of Song's Edge the story of this encounter? Perish the thought! I'll stay there a while longer. But a story is best told by all who encountered it. Come and lend a hand, won't you?
Overflow basin empty. Interior accessible. Minimal flood damage.
Sounds like the basin is dried out too. I'll take a look.
Another adventure so soon? Whew, braver than me. There was no question of that.
Oh, sweetie. You know, it's not that I'm braver than you. It's that I'm smarter. Wow, Aloy just couldn't put up with it, Gildan, could she? Fuck. I did not, you know, watch that first step. It's a doozy. Let's try this again without, you know, leaping toward us. I get he's annoying, Aloy, but come on. No call for that. Yep. Look, man, when you want to get away from Gildan that much, that may be the only option.
Water's lower. And going by that sound, I think Lala's already at the door.
Okay, let me check a little thing real quick. Okay, well, you know what, guys? We're getting kind of late. We're at 11 p.m. Normally I would stream later, but I started earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and call it for tonight. I'm going to raid out to somebody awesome named It's Fizzy. Can't make you stay, but I did promise I would make my way there tonight if I could. And apparently I can. So, everyone have a good night. Let's go meet Fizzy. It would help if I actually typed in the command correctly. And it's... Oh, god damn. Now I gotta get rid of you. Yeah, go away, spam bot. And we are raiding. Good night.